Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Yan. Her skills are kinda similar to Rikku, so I will compare her to Rikku, and because she is also a full-fledged support, Crow will make a good third candidate. Like you can see that Yan's spirit and health are quite decent. Her spirit is the highest, her health and defense are average, but not low. For passive, she gets health plus 20%, which is same as Rikku. Crow here is the worst. She gets the lowest base health and got no health passive boost. The best thing about Yan is she can get 70% spirit. That's pretty high and even higher than most of healers on this game. Rikku got nothing on spirit. She gets useless attack plus 20% though. I know Rikku can attack, but let's face the fact that her real role is support, so that attack is useless. Crow gets 20% spirit. However, the thing you need to pay attention here is Yan can't equip staff. So basically that extra 50% spirit is to compensate that thing. Yan also has 20% all elemental resist, so like you can see that Yan is quite durable against magical attack, especially elemental. You also get MP plus 20% and auto refresh, which is kinda rare on 4-star characters. Rikku and Crow don't have this auto refresh, and like you know that one of Rikku's weakness is her MP, okay? You will run out of MP fast if you don't have MP battery because Hyperno all and Synthesis. Okay, like Rikku, she has minus 30% chance of being targeted by enemies, so that's definitely a nice thing. The bad thing about Yan is she doesn't get innate faster LB fill rate. Rikku has it. Like you probably know that Yan's LB is one of her greatest feature. So instead of that faster LB fill rate, she gets an auto buff, okay, special buff if you have Aang on your party. Unspoken affection and caring embrace are kinda useless, okay? Actually, I'm not sure how this skill works, okay? It says 1 turn. I suspect that the countdown starts to tick if your Aang is dead. However, even when Aang is alive, the buff is simply too small in my opinion, okay? Unspoken affection only buff 20% spirit. And really guys, 20%? That's easily overwritten by other buffs, okay? I'm not sure about carrying embrace mitigation buff, whether it stacks or overwritten by another mitigation buff, but yeah, 10% is kinda small. Carrying embrace is useful if you plan to build her into LB regen build, okay, by using for ignorance. This means she can always using her LB every 2 turns, but I think 100% faster LB rate is better if you don't have for ignorance. I think that's all about her passive. She has better stats passive boost, but I think Rikku has better LB related passive. Enough about stats. Let's take a look on her abilities. One of her strengths is her Chi abilities. You can cast 2 Chi abilities per turn using Power of Chi. There are 3 Chi abilities. The first is Kindness Raid. It recovers 2000 health to all allies. So with this, she can also act as a backup healer for your party, which is really good, especially if you don't have Ayaka or Tilit. The healing amount is pretty good, okay? It is a little bit better than normal Kyuraga. So from my experience, Kyuraga probably heals about 1600 health unless you have very good amount of spirit. And because that, okay, this one is better. And of course, this one is not a magic, so you can use her on no white magic mission. The next is Golden Pearl Tenacity. So Yan maybe doesn't have that innate faster LB fill rate, but she can compensate that with this buff. It also affects all allies, so it is very great if you have a party of good LB users such as Misty and of course Rikku if you want to use double AoE re-raise. The last chi skill is Gentle Winds. It is very good. Okay, instant MP recovery. It restores 20 MP per cast, which means you can restore 40 MP per turn. The best part of this skill is the MP cost. It only costs 12 MP. You don't get MP from this MP restore, but because Yan has auto refresh, I think she can become great MP battery if you build her right. Those are all her chi skills. She also has normal abilities which are super useful. One of them is Eternal Blossoms. So this is simply normal mitigation buff to all allies. It is 30% mitigation, which is same as Crow's Heart and Home. With this skill, I think it is official that Crow has become useless in my eye. Okay, Heart and Home is one of Crow's main strength. Now, Yan has this, okay, and Yan LB fill rate buff and healing skills are simply better than Crowy. So like you know that Crowy also able to increase, give your LB fill rate buff, okay, but it's only 50%, Yan has 100%. Sure, Crow able to buff your party, so she may still have good spot on your party if you don't have Soleil. Rikku also able to cast Hyper Null All, which is better than Eternal Blossoms, okay, but you need a setup to do that, okay, so each character has their own merit, okay. The next is Flaming Ash. So this is simply AoE full revive, exactly same as Rikku's Mega Phoenix. Pretty useful, right? You can also give all allies immunity against stats break. Very nice skill. Okay. For offensive, Yan can imperil fire and wind elements. The imperil also break enemy defense by 50%, which means double your damage. Okay, this means Yan is very good for raid and farming event bosses. She's gonna be useful if you have Onion Knight because yeah, Onion Knight can deal both fire and wind elemental, but can't imperil enemies resist by himself. However, the real reason for wind and fire element is Aang. Okay, so if you get Aang, they will make a good pair on your party. And finally, the best part, her limit burst. This is same as Rikku's LB, but they have different side effect. Rikku's LB has defense and spirit buff as side effect. They are nice, but I think they are easier to override compared to all elemental resist. From what I can remember, the most powerful all elemental resist ability is Mary's Love You All. And she is a 5 stars base, which means not many players have her, compared to defense and spirit buff, which can be overwritten by Soleil. You really want to max this LB, okay, because at the maximum level, it will give you 64% all elemental resist, which is very good. Combined with her 30% mitigation buff, okay, you will reduce a lot of damage from the enemies. Please don't be too hasty on awakening Yan, okay, be patient. Wait until you have maxed the LB level on each tier. The only downside of this LB is it requires 20 LB crystals, while Rikku only needs 16 LB, okay? That's all about her abilities. Now let's talk about her equipment. So one of Yan's weakness is unable to wield any weapon, but there is an ability called use grappling weapons from Black Key, okay? With that, you can give her Aigayan Arm or Overdrive to get that 100% faster LB fill rate. You can also give her Equip Staff if you have gotten enough Roselia for that, okay? Basically, what you want is to increase her survivability and LB fill rate. You can give her for ignorance, but because, yeah, her LB need 20 LB crystals instead of 16, this means you need to get 2 more LB regen from accessory or other ability. Or yeah, by having Aang on your party. Hypermentalist is good accessory for her because it also gives her MP regen to become that MP battery. However, I don't know whether Hypermentalist effect is tech or not. Okay, if it doesn't, then you can use health boosting accessory like Arceus Talisman to replace that. Enough about equipment. My conclusion for Yan, she is great character. In my opinion, yes, you should get her from this banner, even if you already have Rikku. First reason, okay, this means you can bring both Rikku and Yan to 10-man battles, and oh my god, that will be super useful. 10-man battles usually have crazy near-death attack, okay, so like Elnut, which probably only can be survived if you have AoE re-raise. By having 2, okay, this means you can alternate using AoE re-raise. Second reason is she can be more useful than Rikku on some battles. Basically, what Rikku do is hyper know all and her LB. Okay, but yeah, Yan can heal, give you mitigation buff, and become MP battery. Like I said, okay, each has their own merit. So on certain situation, Rikku may be better than Yan and vice versa. But really guys, both of them are very good. Yan's Trust Master reward is not that good though. It has nice spirit boost, but the maximum effect only happen when you use it on Yan. So it is niche, and I don't think it is worth your Trust Moogle, okay? Because that extra 30% MP is nice, okay, to reach unlimited MP battery. But I think it is better to use your Trust Moogle to get that Hypermentalist, which also give you faster LB fill rate. The extra spirit is not that important for Yan because Yan's healing skill is fixed. So basically, spirit is only useful for survivability on Yan. I give her 10 out of 10. If you don't have Rikku yet, then I think getting her is absolutely necessary. And yeah, her score will be over 9,000 if you don't have Rikku. Put it short, she is Rikku, but made in China. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Yan. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.